Hello and welcome back to Joellen's Kitchen. Today we're going to do a Pennsylvania dish that is really, it's pieces of leftover pork and they have condensed it into a bar is usually what they make, and then slice it and sell it. It's called Scrapple, and this one happens to be pre-packaged smaller version of the Scrapple. I would say it usually comes in a 5-pound pan, and if you go to a local butcher you can get a slab cut off to bring home and fry up for your family. So a bit of an acquired taste, but on the other hand, with the Pennsylvania Dutch, one of the favorite things to do is fry it in butter and put it on your plate, and then pour on some honey or your favorite pancake syrup and eat it that way to sweeten it up. So we're going to make Scrapple today. It's not a big, hard, long recipe. It's just introducing you to this product. Again, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing, and if you have it in your area, I'd like to hear about it, and I'd like to hear your favorite way to eat Scrapple. I've been working on cutting the edges of the plastic here. We'll get this out. And there's our block of Scrapple. And again, it's just pieces of meat that are gelled and pressed together. And we're going to take a knife and cut about 3/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch pieces of meat. I'll show you in just a minute. I'm sorry, my camera's a little high there. And this bar is going to give us maybe, I don't know, close to 8 pieces. Okay, I got 9 pieces cut out of that bar. So let's go on over to my old stove and we're going to put it on and fry it up. It'll just take a few minutes. It's not a long, complicated recipe today. First thing I have to do is start up this stove. I have a little lever here to turn on the gas, get the flame coming out of my lighter, turn on the gas, and voila, we have heat. Just check. That's pretty good. And that's going to heat up pretty quickly on a gas stove. It's almost instantaneous for me. I have about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to throw in the bottom and melt. And move that around, make sure my whole pan is coated. And then I'm just going to lay these pieces of Scrapple in there, side by side, down flat, so that we can put a lid on it, fry it, let it get good and hot. As you can see, it's just fits in there pretty nicely. I'm going to cover it and let it fry up till it gets those brown crispy edges on that just kind of make it a little crunchy and gives it some unique texture on the tongue and flavor. So we'll give it some time and we'll be back. Okay, we're turning this over so we can fry the other side. As you can see, there's a nice even little brownness to this. They do get softer when they're hot, so you have to be patient and manipulate them a little bit. That way you're not left with a bunch of crumbs. There's some that break off, but you can eat them anyhow. Turn it the other way so I don't have it on the floor. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to put my lid back on so it steams and gets hot in the middle. There we go. We're going to let it cook a little longer and then we're going to sit down and enjoy some. Okay, hot off the stove. I have my Scrapple here. get out a couple of pieces and put them on my plate, and they're nice and crispy brown. Now some people will eat it with just a little bit of salt, but Pennsylvania Dutch me, I like my sweet tooth here. And again, I will use honey on mine. Some people will use their favorite syrup, whether it is Log Cabin or Mrs. Buttersworth or whatever else is on the market these days. I really don't know. But a little honey goes a long way. So let's give it a try out here. To me, that's just tastes delicious. And again, nothing goes to waste when they butcher a pig. These scraps, they'll just throw in a pack and then they'll cook them down and make scrapple. Just for your information, some of the local butcher shops are closed on a Monday. So I went over to Dwyer's, and sure enough, it's a locally owned grocery chain or grocery store. They had scrapple. So that's how I was able to do this dish today.